What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. Dylan Johnson here, and today is a big day because we have finally hit or broken 170. So my weight this morning, weighed in, I had hit a new low weigh-in of 169.2 pounds. So I dropped a whole pound from yesterday, which is the lowest I have weighed in currently on this prep. Definitely feeling pretty good. I still know that I've got like another 5 to 8 pounds at least to lose, or at least that I'd like to lose. So we're going to keep with the cut, keep going until we hit our goal. Now, today we're going to be going over a push workout. Starting off, we're going to be hitting just some incline Smith machine bench press. So the reason I'm doing the Smith machine is so that I can get the kind of more contraction. I can focus more on the contraction of this movement. I'm not throwing around the weight. I'm just kind of really focusing on slowing the movement down, squeezing my chest, and I'm also doing it a little bit higher than I would normally on a standard incline barbell. Reason for that, again, is just really focusing on trying to hit and target my upper chest. So just warming up like 3-4 sets of around like 8 to 10 reps, going a little bit heavier, and just slow, controlled movements. Now, once I finished with that, moved over to a flat bench, and today I was feeling pretty good, so I decided to do some overload work. So I threw on my slingshot, threw on my wrist wraps and my belt, as you can see here, and decided to do a 5x5 with some heavy flat bench. So threw 225 on the bar and just pumped out like 5x5 in terms of sets and reps, coming all the way down to my chest and all the way up. And with this, I was really focusing, in order to keep the intensity high, on keeping my rest time between 30 to 60 seconds. So I was really sticking to that for all 5 sets. And yeah, felt pretty good. Haven't done slingshot in quite a while, actually, probably since, like early this year. Back when I was bulking. So this actually felt pretty good. It's been a while since I've handled 225, so it felt good to go heavy again, kind of remember what the weight felt like. But yeah, this is a great technique to, like I was saying, overload specific muscle groups, primarily on your bench. This is a great technique to add in if you're bulking, cutting, just whatever you want. Main thing with that is you really want to focus on maintaining your form. Don't let your form go, or you can start to get hurt. Now, moving on, this is something that I was going to cut out of the video, but I decided to leave it in. So for me, I am much more of an instinctual trainer, I guess you'll say it, or I guess you could call it, meaning that I will, from time to time, I kind of go into the gym. I have an idea of what I want to do, and I know, okay, I'm going to be doing a push day today. I want to focus primarily on my chest, but I'm doing push, so I also need to be hitting my shoulders and maybe a little bit of triceps, see how I feel. Now, with that, I'll also generally have an idea of what exercises I want to do. However, sometimes those exercises just kind of don't pan out. They don't feel right that day, just not getting into the movement. So I decide, instead of keep pushing with the same movement, I'm just going to move on, which is what happened there with dips. So I started out doing dips, just really wasn't feeling them today. I don't know, something in my shoulder was just kind of bugging me a little bit on that movement. So I decided to skip them after one set, moved on to some cable flies here. And again, same thing kind of happened there on that first machine. I don't know what it was about it. I couldn't adjust the cables. They were all the way down at the lowest setting on that machine, and they were fixed. They wouldn't adjust. They couldn't bring them up, couldn't move them down. So that one was just too low of a cable for me, and it, again, just didn't really feel right. So I moved on, waited for this machine here to be free, and then this movement, this is one of my favorite movements for chest. Just can really get into it, really feels like I'm isolating my chest a lot more, and on that one I just pumped out like a good 4 sets of like 12 to 15 reps. Now, with that being said, then I moved on to this exercise here, which is a little bit different, probably something you haven't seen before. Now, this is sped up a little bit, so don't think I'm just blowing through these reps. But what I did is I took a barbell, pressed it up against a standard rack as low as the safety bars could go. And then I took one of these bands that we have and wrapped them around the safety bars. And as you saw, I just threw it kind of over my neck. Now, actually, you want it, and you'll see in the next shot here, a little more over your shoulders so it's not putting all that tension on your neck. But overall, this is a great way to kind of burn out at the end of a movement or at the end of a exercise, end of a workout. Or specifically if you're working a specific muscle group like chest. It's a great move to kind of burn out, because what I did, and here you can see the better positioning of the band, just kind of going right across my traps, right across my shoulders, and that just helps keep the tension off of your neck. It also helps from pulling my hair out too, so. But yeah, this is something that I tried last week, really liked it, so I'm incorporating it a little bit more. And like I said, it's a great technique to kind of overload and just burn out at the end of your workout or end of working a specific muscle group, in this case chest. And what I did was like just 10 to 12 reps, as many as I could get with the band, took the band off, and then just did another like 5 to 10 body weight. As you can see, I was also throwing in a few kind of like rest pauses just because my chest was like on fire after everything else I did. So resting, stretching out between the sets, in between the reps a little bit, and then just pumping out as many as I could get. Now, that was our last chest exercise. Then we moved into shoulders, and because today was focused primarily on chest, we're just doing some more isolation work for our shoulders. And I like to start off with kind of my lagging muscle groups, as you guys may know already. So today, and in general, I like to start off with the lateral head of my shoulder. And the reason for that being, I want to try and build as much width as possible. So this is actually a really good angle you can see on the form, keeping my back upright, so keeping really good posture. And I'm trying to pull from my elbows, keeping my elbows elevated above my wrists and my palms, and just really squeezing and keeping a nice even tempo. I'm not rocking too much. And then at the end of the set, I throw in just a few partials there once I can't control the weight anymore with good form. So again, just kind of different ways to increase the intensity and just blow up those muscles. So once we finished with that, moved into a high, this is kind of a variation on like a face pull. Now this gym doesn't have like a really long rope. They only have that one that you can see up in the top left corner there, which is just a standard short cable extension rope. But they do have these really long cable handles. So I grabbed these guys and decided to use this instead. Now this is, like I said, kind of a variation on a face pull. However, you can see that I'm not really doing a traditional face pull. It's actually a little closer to like a rear delt cable fly. But I actually really like this movement. The only thing is you really want to focus on targeting your rear delt. So because this movement is similar to like a lat pull down or a row, you can really end up hitting your lats if you're not focusing on those rear delts. So this is a great angle here. You can see just really stretching out my rear delts, that kind of triangular muscle right at the top of my shoulder and in the back. That's where I'm really trying to focus on hitting, just bam, 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 hit that muscle, and really trying to avoid activating and engaging my lats as much as possible. So on this one, did like 4 sets of around 10 to 12 reps, just real nice slow tempo, and then I threw in just a few forced reps at the end as well as a couple of partials. Now, last movement for today is going to be a barbell upright row, and with this it's almost a combination of a front raise and an upright row. As you can kind of see here, and you'll see in the next angle, I'm not pulling it straight up. I'm actually pulling the bar out a little bit and up. Again, pulling from my elbows, focusing on that front delt. In this next angle you'll see in just a second, you'll kind of see where I'm trying to target. So from here, you can see where my front delt is really activating right there, that little sliver right on the front. That's where we're trying to hit. So just bam, squeeze at the peak, nice and slow all the way down, control that tempo. doing around 3 to 4 sets of like 8 reps under control. And then once you start to fail on maintaining proper form, then I start swinging a little bit, rocking in order to get out a few extra reps. And that's going to be pretty much it for today's workout, and just about it for today's video. I also, once I got home, I didn't do any cardio today, but the lighting in the garage was looking really good, so I decided to do a little bit of a posing update. Nothing too special here, but you guys can see, like I said, lighting was looking really good. However, today I was just feeling super flat, so I'm not sure what it was, but probably the change in my diet from the weekend where I was eating a bunch of kind of junk food, cheat meal-ish stuff, to going back onto a fairly strict diet yesterday. I was just feeling super flat this morning, didn't have a lot of energy in the gym, and just not feeling a lot of a pump or anything, not feeling too much into the workout. But overall, you can definitely see here I have lost a lot of weight, definitely getting thinner, getting leaner, getting shredded, but I still have a long ways to go. As I said, maybe another 5 to 8 pounds. Overall, feeling really good with where I'm at, and I'd say probably like another month or so, and I should just about hit my target of where I want to be. We'll have to see as we go how much further I push it. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the workout. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.